Okay, now let's start propagating all of our instance properties onto our asset interface here. So I'm just going to right click, and all the way down at the bottom off the screen here, there's something called type properties. I'm just going to select that, go to our parameters here, and I'm going to make a new folder. Drag that right under the root. And we will call this one instance properties. I'm going to click apply. Let's see, what are we referencing here? Oh, that's okay. That's because right now we're importing that box. So it's giving us an error telling us that that's actually referencing something that's outside of our asset. We'll fix that in a little bit. Just click OK. And we're going to keep getting that error every time we do anything here until we've fixed that. So what I want to make sure of here scatter stop options. So we need, so this points from volume options here. You notice we didn't put anything in there. So that actually needs to go in that folder. I'm going to click apply again. Again, we're going to get our warning. I'm just going to make that go away. Just checking everything here. Seems like we've got some small issue here. Let's see. Because that needs to be on grid. Okay, yeah, cool. Great. Cool. Okay. Instance properties. Now let's start populating this. So I'm going inside my scatter, and we're just going to grab these. So maybe what we'll do to make things a little easier is just put 3 folders inside here. So we'll grab one, and we'll call the first one for folder name here, we'll call that scale. And then we'll grab another one in here called rotation. And then a third one here called color. I'm going to click apply. We'll get our error again. I'm just going to say OK. Now we'll just start dragging parameters in here, or pressing option and middle click if we want. So I want to make sure that I kind of set everything up the way I want first, which would be 1 and 1 here. That's fine for now. Let's go in and let's just fix that really quickly. So if I go in my scale parameter here, for texture, let's set our default to 1. And then I'll delete mandrel out of there as well. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm making sure that I'm selecting scale. And now I'm just option middle clicking. Oh, I'm gonna have to organize it later. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just taking all of these guys in. Let's grab use texture first before texture map. And then we'll just do this with the noise. Roughness, let's put at 0.5. You know what? I need to right click. I need to delete that out of there, 0 that out, then frequency as well. This should be 1s. So I'm going to have to change our defaults a little bit there. That's fine. So we got to roughness. Let's do max octaves, noise type, and then enable noise. And now we'll start organizing a little bit here. Let me just go to channels and let's make sure our defaults are correct. So that should be 0. Make sure that's literal. Defaults here, 1s. So let's just put enable noise before we actually get into our noises. And then drag all of this stuff into scale. Now rotation, we'll do the same thing. I'm just pressing Option and middle clicking. And then color. So Option, middle clicking. Now I'm going to click Apply. Again, warning, that's fine. And let's just take a look at our parameters here. Make sure everything looks good. So we've got scale, seed. That looks good. Let's click accept. Hit OK. Cool, I believe that's good. You know, if we wanted to, we could actually roll in normal creation and up vectors into here as well. Sometimes it's helpful to leave this up to the user to determine before you start doing this kind of stuff, but I'll let you decide how you want to work with that because it's easy enough to embed these into this kind of an asset as well to make sure that it's compensated for. Let's save this. And then we'll start to work on how to get rid of that error and change what kind of objects are actually being copied onto all of these points. So saving the file and moving on.